Okay, now we'll just talk about some of the soil amendments that you can use on your infield to help with water management and moisture retention even. Here on the table we have a rapid dry, which is basically, you can see, just a fine powder, and then we have a calcined clay here next to it. The rapid dry, I try to discourage a lot of use of the rapid dry and encourage more use of the calcined clay. Just everyday use, rapid dry has basically one function, and that is after a hard rain, you can throw it out there, it'll remove a puddle almost immediately, and it'll firm up the area a little bit right then. The problem with it is, once the puddle's gone and it's dry the next day, the rapid dry just turns that area very hard. It's very dusty. It tends to blow into your lips, and obviously that's a big issue we have on all fields, is lip maintenance. So if you can avoid using a lot of rapid dry on your field, you could basically try to help alleviate some of your lip maintenance time, as well as some of the dust issues that you're going to have if you don't have the ability to throw a lot of water out there. Now the calcined clays, these will absorb basically the same amount of water. If you given a little bit of time and a little bit of sun, or some wind even, the calcined clay will handle a lot of that surface moisture as well. But it has the added benefit of conditioning the field, and when you drag, the calcined clay will tend to fill in cleat marks, which keeps the field level, and it helps the ball roll smoothly across those areas, where if you didn't have that, the ball could hit those cleat marks and pop up and be dangerous for a player, or just take a bad hop and affect the game, not even just be dangerous. Aside from the calcined clay is burnt over 1500 degrees, so it's cooked, it does have the water management. There's also a product called vitrified clay that's burnt longer at a higher temperature, so it tends to hold some of that water. So what a lot of groundskeepers do at the upper college professional level, it's not a bad idea. A lot of high schools use vitrified clay too, but a couple reasons they'll use it is to keep that barrier between their feet and the actual clay, so they can get on it quicker. After a heavy rain, it lets them get on that field and play. But what a lot of guys will do is they'll mix the calcined and the vitrified together. So usually the months of April and May, when it tends to rain quite a bit, you'll use a higher percentage of the calcined clay so you can absorb a lot of that surface moisture. And then in the months of, like, say, June, July, August, when it's hot and not a lot of moisture, you'll use the more vitrified, less calcined. What formulation you use is up to you just by playing with it. But by having the more vitrified in there, that'll hold that water there at that level and help the cleats go in and out like the players do like, so you're not going to get these huge chunks coming out. So there's a lot of different amendments that you can play with that are used. But like I said, the rapid dry has only one purpose, where if you're going to use one thing, you might want to think about using something like a calcined clay that has a multi-function use that's not going to damage your field over time by just using that.